Are you unknowingly putting yourself at risk for a stroke every single night before bed? If you're over 60 and regularly reach for certain beverages in the evening, you might be making a dangerous mistake that could change your life forever. The truth is, millions of seniors across the country are sipping their way toward increased stroke risk without even realizing it, and the consequences can be devastating. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, that innocent-looking drink in your hand could be silently affecting your blood pressure, disrupting your circulation, and creating the perfect storm for a stroke to occur. The scary part is that these beverages seem harmless, even beneficial, which is why so many people continue drinking them right up until bedtime. But what if I told you that making 4 simple changes to your evening routine could dramatically reduce your stroke risk starting immediately? Your health and independence are too precious to gamble with. Every night you continue these habits, you're playing with fire, and stroke doesn't give second chances. The good news is that knowledge is power, and today you're going to discover exactly which 4 beverages are putting you in danger and what you should be drinking instead. Stay with me until the end of this video because I'm going to share not just what to avoid, but also give you practical, easy-to-follow alternatives that will help protect your brain and give you peace of mind. Your future self will thank you for watching this today. Let's talk about something that might surprise you and could potentially save your life. Every evening, millions of seniors across the country settle into their favorite chair with a comforting beverage, thinking they're winding down safely for the night. They've finished dinner, perhaps watched the news, and now they're ready to relax with something to drink before heading to bed. But here's what most people don't realize. The hours between dinner and bedtime are actually the most critical time for stroke prevention. And what you drink during this window can literally make the difference between waking up healthy tomorrow morning or facing a life-altering medical emergency. Stroke is the 5th leading cause of death in the United States, and the statistics are sobering. It strikes someone every 40 seconds, and every 4 minutes, someone dies from stroke. For adults over 65, these numbers become even more alarming because the risk doubles every decade after age 55. This means that if you're in your 70s, your stroke risk is 4 times higher than someone in their 50s. If you're in your 80s, it's 8 times higher. These aren't just numbers on a page, they represent real people, real families, and real consequences that can be prevented with the right knowledge and actions. The challenge is that many of the beverages we've been told are healthy, or that we simply enjoy out of habit, can actually work against us when consumed at night. These drinks might be perfectly fine, even beneficial when consumed earlier in the day, but they become dangerous when your body is preparing for its longest period of inactivity. This is where timing becomes everything. And unfortunately, it's something most people never consider. Your body goes through significant changes as you age, and these changes affect how you process everything you consume. Your blood vessels become less flexible and more prone to damage. Your blood pressure naturally tends to rise, and your heart has to work harder to pump blood throughout your body. Your metabolism slows down, meaning your body processes substances more slowly and holds onto them longer. Your kidneys don't filter as efficiently, and your liver takes longer to break down compounds that could be harmful. When you add the wrong beverages to this mix, especially in the evening when your body is preparing for its longest period without movement, you're creating the perfect storm for stroke. You're setting up conditions that can lead to dangerous blood clots, sudden spikes in blood pressure, dehydration that thickens your blood, and inflammation that damages your blood vessels. It's like adding fuel to a fire that's already smoldering. The 4 beverages I'm about to reveal throughout this video aren't exotic or obviously harmful. In fact, you probably have at least one of them in your kitchen right now, maybe even in your refrigerator. They're drinks that many seniors consume regularly, believing they're making healthy choices or simply following lifelong habits that seemed harmless. Some are even recommended by well-meaning friends or family members who don't understand the unique risks they pose when consumed at night. What makes evening consumption particularly dangerous is that your body's natural rhythms change dramatically after sunset. Your metabolism slows to a crawl, your blood circulation decreases as you become less active, and your body begins producing hormones like melatonin that prepare you for sleep. Your blood pressure naturally dips, but certain beverages can cause it to spike unexpectedly. Your blood becomes slightly thicker as you lose fluid through breathing and as your kidneys continue to work. During this vulnerable time, certain beverages can interfere with these natural processes, causing your blood pressure to spike when it should be settling down, your blood to become dangerously thick, or your blood vessels to constrict at exactly the wrong moment. The good news is that once you know what these beverages are and why they're problematic, you can make simple substitutions that will immediately begin reducing your risk. You don't need to give up evening drinks entirely. You just need to make smarter choices that work with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. Small changes in your evening routine can lead to dramatic improvements in your stroke risk. And the best part is that these changes are easy to implement starting tonight. To understand why certain beverages become dangerous at night, we need to look at what actually happens in your body during a stroke, and how evening consumption creates the perfect conditions for this medical emergency to occur. A stroke happens when blood flow to part of your brain is interrupted or reduced, preventing brain tissue from getting the oxygen and nutrients it needs. When brain cells are deprived of oxygen for even a few minutes, they begin to die. And unlike other cells in your body, brain cells cannot regenerate. There are two main types of strokes that account for the vast majority of cases. The first and most common type is called an ischemic stroke, which occurs when a blood clot blocks or narrows an artery leading to the brain. This accounts for about 85% of all strokes. The second type is a hemorrhagic stroke, which happens when a blood vessel in the brain bursts, causing bleeding into the brain tissue. Both types can be influenced by what you drink, especially in the evening hours when your body is most vulnerable. Think of your blood vessels like a complex highway system carrying traffic throughout your body. As you age, these highways become narrower and less flexible. Like old roads that develop cracks and rough patches, your blood becomes like traffic that moves more slowly and sometimes gets backed up. When you consume certain beverages at night, it's like adding construction zones, accidents, or heavy traffic to an already compromised system. Your blood pressure plays a crucial role in stroke risk, and this is where evening beverages become particularly dangerous. Throughout the day, your blood pressure naturally rises and falls in response to your activities, stress levels, and what you consume. However, in the evening, your blood pressure should gradually decrease as your body prepares for sleep. This natural dip is important because it gives your blood vessels a chance to relax and recover from the day's stress. When you consume the wrong beverages at night, you can cause your blood pressure to spike at exactly the wrong time. Instead of your blood vessels relaxing, they constrict. Instead of your blood flowing smoothly, it becomes turbulent. This creates shear stress on the walls of your blood vessels, particularly in areas where they branch or curve, making them more likely to develop clots or rupture. Dehydration is another factor that many people don't consider. As you age, your sense of thirst diminishes, and you may not realize when you're becoming dehydrated. Some evening beverages actually contribute to dehydration by causing your body to lose more fluid than you're taking in. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker and more concentrated, making it harder for your heart to pump and more likely to form clots. The timing of consumption matters because your body's ability to process and eliminate substances changes dramatically at night. Your liver, which is responsible for breaking down many compounds, works more slowly during sleep. Your kidneys, which filter your blood and regulate fluid balance, also slow down. This means that substances that might be processed quickly during the day can linger in your system for hours when consumed at night, having prolonged effects on your blood pressure and circulation. Your sleep position also plays a role in stroke risk. When you lie down, the distribution of blood throughout your body changes. Blood that was pooling in your legs during the day returns to your central circulation, increasing the volume of blood your heart has to pump. If you've consumed beverages that affect your blood pressure or blood thickness, this change in position can create additional stress on your cardiovascular system. Understanding these mechanisms helps explain why the same beverage that might be harmless or even beneficial during the day can become dangerous at night. It's not just about what you drink, but when you drink it, and how your aging body responds to it during its most vulnerable hours. The physical and emotional impacts of consuming the wrong beverages at night extend far beyond just stroke risk, creating a cascade of effects that can diminish your quality of life and independence in ways you might not even realize. When you regularly consume beverages that interfere with your body's natural evening rhythms, you're not just affecting your circulation, you're impacting your entire well-being. Physically, the wrong evening beverages can disrupt your sleep patterns, leaving you feeling exhausted and foggy the next day. Poor sleep quality affects your immune system, making you more susceptible to infections and illnesses. It impacts your balance and coordination, increasing your risk of falls, which are already a major concern for seniors. When you're tired and unfocused, you're more likely to make mistakes with medications, forget important appointments, or have accidents around the house. Your heart bears the brunt of these poor beverage choices. When your blood pressure spikes repeatedly night after night, your heart muscle has to work harder, potentially leading to an enlarged heart or heart failure over time. The constant stress on your cardiovascular system can accelerate the development of atherosclerosis, where fatty deposits build up in your arteries, further increasing your stroke and heart attack risk. The impact on your kidneys is equally concerning. When you consume beverages that act as diuretics or affect your blood pressure at night, your kidneys have to work overtime to process these substances and maintain proper fluid balance. Over time, this can lead to kidney damage and decreased kidney function, which is particularly dangerous for seniors who may already have compromised kidney health. Your brain function suffers as well. Poor circulation caused by the wrong beverage choices can lead to decreased cognitive function, memory problems, and difficulty concentrating. You might find yourself struggling to find words, forgetting names of people you've known for years, or having trouble following conversations. This cognitive decline can be gradual and subtle, but it's devastating to your sense of self and independence. Emotionally, the effects can be even more profound. Many seniors report feeling anxious about their health, especially regarding stroke risk. When you know you're engaging in habits that could be harmful but feel unsure about what to do differently, it creates a constant undercurrent of worry. You might find yourself lying awake at night, concerned about every little sensation in your body, wondering if this twinge or that feeling could be a sign of something serious. The fear of stroke can become overwhelming, affecting your willingness to engage in activities you once enjoyed. You might avoid traveling, socializing, or even leaving the house alone because you're worried about having a stroke when no one is around to help. This social isolation compounds the problem, leading to depression and a decreased quality of life. Sleep disruption from the wrong beverages creates its own emotional challenges. When you're not getting quality sleep, you're more likely to feel irritable, anxious, and depressed. You might find yourself snapping at loved ones, feeling overwhelmed by simple tasks, or losing interest in activities that once brought you joy. This emotional volatility can strain relationships with family and friends at a time when social connections are more important than ever. The cumulative effect of these physical and emotional impacts is a gradual erosion of your confidence and independence. You might start second-guessing your ability to live alone, make important decisions, or take care of yourself. Family members might begin expressing concerns about your safety and well-being, potentially leading to uncomfortable conversations about assisted living or giving up your independence. Perhaps most heartbreaking is the impact on your sense of identity and purpose. When you're constantly worried about your health, tired from poor sleep, and struggling with cognitive issues, it becomes difficult to maintain the activities and relationships that define who you are. You might give up hobbies, stop volunteering, or withdraw from social activities, leading to a diminished sense of purpose and self-worth. Let's address some of the most common myths and misconceptions about evening beverages and stroke risk, because misinformation can be just as dangerous as the beverages themselves. Many seniors are making decisions based on outdated advice or well-meaning but incorrect information from friends, family, or even some healthcare providers who may not be up to date on the latest research. The first major myth is that all natural beverages are safe to consume at any time of day. Many people believe that if something is natural or herbal, it can't be harmful. This simply isn't true. Some of the most potent and dangerous substances in the world are completely natural. Certain herbal teas, for example, can have powerful effects on blood pressure and blood clotting, making them potentially dangerous when consumed at night by seniors who are already at increased stroke risk. Another widespread misconception is that alcohol in small amounts is always protective for your heart and brain. While some studies have shown that moderate alcohol consumption during the day might have certain health benefits, consuming alcohol at night, especially for seniors, can be extremely dangerous. Alcohol affects your blood pressure, interferes with sleep quality, and can interact with medications in ways that increase stroke risk significantly. Many people also believe that caffeinated beverages are only problematic because they keep you awake. While sleep disruption is certainly a concern, the real danger lies in caffeine's effects on blood pressure and blood vessel function. Caffeine can cause your blood vessels to constrict and your blood pressure to spike, effects that can last for hours after consumption. For seniors whose blood vessels are already less flexible, this can create dangerous conditions for stroke. There's also a persistent myth that if you've been drinking something for years without problems, it must be safe to continue. This ignores the fact that stroke risk increases dramatically with age and that your body's ability to handle substances changes over time. What was safe in your 40s or 50s may not be safe in your 70s or 80s. Your tolerance for certain beverages decreases as you age, and what once seemed harmless can become dangerous. Some people believe that drinking extra water can counteract the negative effects of problematic beverages. While staying hydrated is important, simply drinking more water won't neutralize the blood pressure effects, blood clotting changes, or other physiological impacts of dangerous evening beverages. It's better to avoid the problematic beverages altogether rather than trying to counteract their effects. Another common misconception is that you need to drink something warm before bed to sleep well. While a warm beverage can be comforting and help you relax, it doesn't need to be one that increases your stroke risk. There are plenty of safe, warm alternatives that can help you unwind without compromising your health. Finally, many seniors believe that their doctor would have told them if their evening beverages were dangerous. Unfortunately, unless you specifically discuss your evening routine with your healthcare provider, they may not realize what you're consuming or when you're consuming it. Many doctors focus on major health issues during appointments and may not have time to discuss detailed dietary habits unless they're specifically brought up. Now let's get to the practical solutions that can immediately reduce your stroke risk and improve your overall health. The 4 beverages you should avoid at night are alcohol, caffeinated drinks including coffee and certain teas, energy drinks or sodas, and surprisingly, some fruit juices that are high in sugar. But rather than just telling you what not to drink, I want to give you a comprehensive plan for creating a safe and healthy evening routine. First, let's talk about alcohol. Even small amounts of alcohol consumed within 3 hours of bedtime can significantly increase your stroke risk. Alcohol causes your blood vessels to dilate initially, which might make you feel relaxed, but then they constrict as the alcohol is metabolized, causing dangerous blood pressure fluctuations. Instead of that glass of wine or beer, try sparkling water with a splash of natural fruit juice or herbal teas like chamomile or passion flower, which can help you relax without affecting your circulation. Caffeinated beverages are the second category to avoid. This includes not just coffee, but also black tea, green tea, and even some herbal teas that contain caffeine. The effects of caffeine can last 6 to 8 hours, so even if you don't feel alert, your blood pressure and heart rate can still be elevated. Replace these with caffeine-free herbal teas like peppermint, ginger, or lemon balm. If you enjoy the ritual of coffee or tea, decaffeinated versions are generally safe, though be aware that decaf still contains small amounts of caffeine. Energy drinks and sodas are particularly dangerous because they combine caffeine with high amounts of sugar and often other stimulants. These create a perfect storm of blood pressure spikes, blood sugar fluctuations, and dehydration. The sugar content alone can cause inflammation in your blood vessels, increasing clot formation risk. Water should be your primary beverage, but if you want something with flavor, try herbal teas, diluted fruit juices, or water with cucumber or lemon slices. The fourth category might surprise you. Certain fruit juices, especially those high in sugar or with added ingredients. While fruit juice might seem healthy, many commercial juices contain as much sugar as soda. High sugar consumption at night can cause blood sugar spikes that damage blood vessels and increase inflammation. If you enjoy fruit juice, limit it to small amounts earlier in the day, or dilute it with water. Better yet, eat whole fruits which provide fiber to slow sugar absorption. Beyond avoiding these 4 beverages, here are specific strategies to create a stroke-protective evening routine. Start your wind-down process at least 2 hours before bedtime. This gives your body time to process any substances you've consumed and begin its natural preparation for sleep. During this time, focus on hydration with room temperature water, sipping slowly rather than drinking large amounts at once. Create a calming beverage ritual with safe alternatives. Warm almond milk with a pinch of turmeric can be soothing and anti-inflammatory. Bone broth provides minerals and can be very comforting. Herbal teas like valerian root or lavender can promote relaxation without affecting your blood pressure. Pay attention to temperature. Very hot beverages can cause blood vessels to dilate and then constrict as they cool, similar to alcohol's effects. Room temperature or slightly warm beverages are safer choices. If you enjoy warm drinks, let them cool to a comfortable drinking temperature before consuming. Consider your medication timing. Many seniors take blood pressure medications, blood thinners, or other drugs that can interact with certain beverages. Always check with your pharmacist about potential interactions, and space your evening beverages at least 2 hours away from medication times when possible. Monitor your body's responses. Keep a simple journal for a week, noting what you drink in the evening and how you feel the next morning. Look for patterns between certain beverages and symptoms like headaches, fatigue, or feeling dizzy upon waking. This information can help you identify which drinks work best for your body. If you're currently consuming any of the 4 dangerous beverages regularly, don't stop all at once. Gradual reduction is safer and more sustainable. Start by eliminating one category for a week, then gradually reduce the others. This approach prevents withdrawal symptoms and makes the changes more manageable. When to seek professional help is crucial to understand. If you experience any sudden changes in your health, including severe headaches, dizziness, confusion, weakness on one side of your body, or difficulty speaking, seek immediate medical attention. These could be signs of stroke or other serious conditions. Additionally, if you're taking multiple medications or have existing health conditions, discuss your evening beverage routine with your healthcare provider to ensure your choices are safe for your specific situation. As we reach the end of our journey together today, I want you to take a moment to reflect on the incredible power you hold in your hands. Every single evening, you have the opportunity to make choices that can protect your brain, preserve your independence, and extend your healthy years. The knowledge you've gained today isn't just information, it's a gift of empowerment that can transform your life starting tonight. You now understand that stroke prevention isn't about complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. It's about simple, conscious choices made with love and respect for the body that has carried you through decades of life. By avoiding alcohol, caffeinated beverages, energy drinks, and high-sugar fruit juices in the evening, you're not depriving yourself of pleasure, you're choosing to honor your health and your future. Remember that aging doesn't mean accepting decline or living in fear. It means becoming wiser about the choices that matter most. Your evening routine can become a sanctuary of self-care, a time when you nurture your body with safe, soothing beverages that support your natural rhythms rather than fighting against them. Every herbal tea you choose over wine, every glass of water you drink instead of soda, Every mindful decision you make is an act of self-love and courage. The changes you make don't have to be perfect from day one. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. Start with one small change tonight and build from there. Your body will thank you, your mind will feel clearer, and your confidence in your ability to take control of your health will grow stronger with each passing day. To your family and friends watching this, please share this information with the people you care about. Stroke prevention is a community effort, and your loved ones need this knowledge as much as you do. Together, we can create a generation of seniors who age with dignity, vitality, and the confidence that comes from making informed choices about their health. If this video has helped you understand the connection between evening beverages and stroke risk, please subscribe to our channel so you never miss important health information designed specifically for seniors. Your subscription helps us continue creating content that empowers you to live your best life at any age. Take a moment to comment below and let us know where you're watching from. We love connecting with our community around the world. Most importantly, share this video with someone who needs to see it. Whether it's a spouse, a friend, a neighbor, or a family member, this information could literally save a life. Hit that share button and help us spread the word about stroke prevention through simple evening routine changes. Your action today could be the difference between someone having a stroke and someone avoiding it entirely. You have the power to change your health trajectory starting tonight. You have the knowledge to make informed decisions about your evening beverages. You have the strength to implement these changes and the wisdom to know that taking care of yourself is one of the most important things you can do for yourself and your loved ones. Here's to your health, your independence, and many more years of vibrant living.